Hello and good afternoon, everyone. And I welcome you all to the orientation session for teachers on AI student community. Today, we will be talking about what is AI student community, what is it that you can do, and how can your students leverage it the most by participating in it. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, you can share your excitement in the chat section. With us, we have Mr. Karan Hindocha and Sarthak Banerjee, who will be assisting you with the chat section. Whatever doubts you have, whatever queries you have, please put it in the chat section, and we will make sure that they are answered either by me or by them. So thank you so much. We actually had a really overwhelming response on the registrations of more than 2,500 teachers, and we are glad to see a lot of you have turned up. So let's begin the journey and make this a student community big. So before we begin, I have a quick video to show. Let's have a look at what is AI student community.
Artificial intelligence, or a machine which can think, is an unnoticeable part of our daily lives today. Navigation, online shopping, listening to music, and much more has a flavor of AI in it. And this is not it. Artificial intelligence has a wide range of possibilities waiting for us in the future. Thus, to make sure that our next generation is ready for it, CBSE joined hands with Intel to launch an AI student community, an online community for students from all across the country, providing a platform to learn, share experiences, and leverage the knowledge for creating AI-enabled social impact solutions while spreading AI awareness in an inclusive way. The key objectives is to build an AI-ready generation. It is a platform that helps you in learning AI as a skill through various webinars, face-to-face boot camps, and exclusive AI learning resources. A learning which can be applied to develop social impact projects. And at the same time, you can even participate in online challenges to test and upgrade your knowledge. You can also interact with other students from across the country through various AI-related discussions. And if you have developed something out of the box using AI, this platform gives you a chance to showcase it to your friends. Even better, some extraordinary ideas might get exclusive mentorship to enhance their project or turn them into reality. Fabulous, isn't it? Visit our website and register yourself now to become a part of the most enthusiastic, youth-driven community of students, for students, and by students.
So teachers, this is AI student community, a community of youth-driven AI enthusiasts who wants to do something on AI, who wants to learn AI, share AI, and build AI-enabled social impact solutions. So this is the thought which has been given into building the AISC. So when we say what is AI student community, it is a youth-driven platform to encourage collaborative learning, sharing, and creating social impact solutions which are AI enabled. So I have a quick question for you. Why do you think there is a need of a platform like AI student community? Why is there a need of AISC? Please let us know in the chat section. What do you think is the actual need of having a community where students can interact with each other and learn and share their journey? Why not just a simple course, as we already have AI as a subject? So let us know that in the chat section. Yes. So AI student community is basically a platform which offers a lot to students. And when we talk about students, yes, to share ideas, there's Rajeshwari, ma'am, to even give exposure to students. Yes, agreed. So that they can share their ideas and they can build their own projects. They can collaborate and work. Yes, exactly. So these are the points that we are keeping in mind when we build the AI student community. So it's been more than 2 years since CBSE and Intel has been working in collaboration, and we have done a lot in these 2 years. We did a lot of trainings for teachers for ninth class, for 10th class, so that teachers are empowered enough to deliver the AI curriculum in the classrooms. We worked with CBSE to even integrate AI as subject with different subjects. Beyond that, we went to a lot of places to deliver trainings just for students too. And in all these cases, what we understood is that there is a need of students to do something by themselves. Now, let's say there is a student, a very excited student in your class, who wants to learn about artificial intelligence. Now, he or she may be very excited to learn, so they went through the whole book in, let's say, a month or so. Now, what do they do in the rest 11 months? Do they shift to from ninth class book to 10th class book, or what do they do? Do they just wait for 11 months? So the answer would be no. Ideally, they should not be waiting. So what would they be doing? What should they be actually doing in order to learn AI at their own pace? If they are fast enough, then they can learn more. If they are slow, then they can learn less. But they can learn as much as they want, and they should be given the opportunity to do that. So that is where we offer AI student community that we have created. Students of your class who are excited enough can learn about artificial intelligence. There are a lot of things through which they can learn about AI, and there is no end to how much they can learn. There is a beginning where we start with what is artificial intelligence for beginners who even have no clue. And this is not a community of students who are just who are just under AI as a subject, who have opted for AI as a subject. It is for everyone. Let's say there are students of class 6th and they are excited about learning something new. They can also join AISC. So they can participate and they can make their own projects. At the end, if they are excited enough, they can learn as much as they want. So this is where we are talking about the need of having a platform like AI student community. So what is it that a student can do on AISC? Let us understand that. When we say AISC, there is a lot which is offered to the students. Students can learn about artificial intelligence right from the beginning. So if there is a student who is a beginner and wants to learn about AI, they can just go to the platform, register themselves and see. There are 5 videos on AI and 5 on Python for AI, so that they can understand the basics of AI right from what is AI and when was it originated, when was the term even coined, its history, and everything. So that is where people will get to know about what is AI. And that is not it. We even offer notebooks for Python where they can students can start their journey. And even Python is not something which is starting midway. It is starting from what is coding, what is programming, what are flowcharts, and from there we are progressing them towards even being uh, making their own AI projects. So that is about learning about artificial intelligence. So basics of it can be learned through videos which are offered on the platform. And then let's say if there are students who have opted AI as a subject. Now, what is it in it for them? So let's say there is a student who have learned about neural networks but wants to explore more about it, or learned about a project cycle and wants to know exactly what happens inside it. Where do they go beyond the book that we have? So there are additional resources given in the learning resources section of the platform, which are specifically in and around the academic, so that if any student wants to understand any particular topic again through different links, we have offered that. Because if they go to Google and search about it, they might get results which might be confusing. But if they have some links which are guided for them, that is what we are offering in the learning resources section. Similarly, there are webinars for students. Now, 5 videos and 5 Python basic videos and 5 AI videos can be there. But what if students know about AI? They can complete these video in, let's say, a week or 2 weeks. What next for them? So they can attend webinars. Webinars we are conducting every day. Every day there is at least one webinar, except for Sundays. We are doing sessions every day from Monday to Saturday. Every day there is a session on, let's say, learning about AI and learning about Python, and not just around this, even about social well-being and topics like sustainable development goals, even about other emerging technologies like blockchains, about data privacy and how they should be taking care of their own data. Things like that also have been covered under the webinars that we do. Yes, it is much more beyond the book, Shani ma'am. So when we move ahead, there are even sessions for fun. So every Wednesday, we do a session wherein all the students gather and we just play some games which are based on AI or anything, any Kahoot quizzes which are based on the studies that we have done so far, any lessons that we have covered so far in these sessions. And we have a bit of fun on Wednesdays. So once a week, we just have fun on the platform and students are loving it. But how do we know if students are loving it or not? So there is a forum. Forum is nothing but a place where you can share your thoughts. So all the students have given the opportunity to participate in the forums. Forums are nothing but threads in which they can go and they can put anything that they have. Let's say they have a doubt while coding, they are stuck somewhere. They can put it, and students who are expert can help them out or share it with them. You might have heard about Stack Overflow, a platform which a lot of coders use to debug their codes. So they put their queries, and a lot of people from across the globe help them. That is what we do at the forum. People who are stuck get help on the forum. People who have great ideas can discuss them on the forum. Let's say there is anything new, they can even put that on the forum. So there are discussions going on about very interesting topics on the forum, which are by default created by the students. Now they are also monitored, so anything wrong cannot be posted over there, and that gets removed. At the same time, if they have questions, they are being answered by mentors who are AI, Intel AI for Youth coaches. So they are being monitored by the experts also. So if they have any queries which are to be attended by mentors, they are being done. So that is something which is there on the forum. Moving ahead, to keep the excitement level high, we are giving challenges every week and every month. So there are challenges of the week. It can be around coding, it can be around learning, it can be around research, around sustainable development goals, which is this week's challenge. So we have given, for example, a challenge this week in which students have to search about what are the different NGOs, what are the different companies which are working in India to support quality education. That is Sustainable Development Goal number 4. So they will be learning more about SDG. They will be learning more about the companies and NGOs and institutions which are working towards it. And what is it that they are doing to achieve quality education by 2030? So that is what which is offered by under challenges. I would like to tell you that there are students who have actually made their own chatbots without even learning a single line of code in the challenges. So challenges even motivate students to build more, to grow more. And there is a lot of leverage also for that. For example, every student who wins challenge of the month gets an exciting giveaway, which is delivered to their homes. So anyone who is attempting challenges of the month and winning it gets exciting giveaways too. So yes, it helps students to, it gives students an aim that I want to participate, I want to win. So by that, they actually learn a lot. Okay, so that is about challenges. And this is not it. While we have covered a lot of things, there are still more things on the community. If students are excited enough, they can even write their own blogs. They can write their own blogs for, let's say, the experience that they had in any of the classes, experience that they had around learning about AI, even in general, anything that they have. For example, there's this student, Dia Sarkar from Kolkata. She was attempting challenge of the month. Now, what happened was, while attempting challenge of the month, her laptop crashed and it was not working. So she had to get it repaired. But by the time it would have come back, the laptop, the challenge of the month would have gotten over. So what is it that they did? What is it that they did? That she did was she picked up her phone and she started searching for tools how she can code using her smartphone, because she was very eager to participate and win in the challenge of the month. And that is what she did. She looked for the resources, she searched for it, she even discussed about it on the forum, how if anyone can help them. So they did all of it, and what happened at the end? She won challenge of the month just by using her smartphone to code. And that is the inspiring story for all the students that are out there. There is no limit how they can grow or what they can grow, as long as they have excitement to learn, as long as they have that spark that is required. No, ma'am, there is no certificate for this particular session. It is just for awareness. Students, what can they do? We are telling you so that you can tell the same to your students. And the same session is being conducted for students on coming Monday. So if your students are excited enough and wants to learn more, can join the session, then join the community and the orientation session, which is conducted for students. We will be sharing the information for same later during this session. So these are the kind of blogs that I'm telling about. The kid Dia Sarkar has written, which even you can read on the platform. Moving ahead, blogs, beyond blogs, there are competitions in which they can participate. So annual competitions will be scheduled in which students can participate and win, showcase their own projects, showcase their work that they have done, and they can learn more through that also. Even exclusive mentorship, if you explore that, even exclusive mentorship and boot camps are conducted for students. So as of now, recently we conducted, which is going on right now, the girls boot camps are being conducted, which were put on the AI student community, through which students registered, gave a test to qualify, and out of them, few students got the opportunity to participate in the boot camps, which are nothing but a 15-day journey in which they learn from very basics of AI to making their own AI-enabled social impact solutions just in 15 days. And that is something which is being offered every month. So if your students want to learn about artificial intelligence, make their own projects in just 15 days, Bootcamp is the place for them. And where can they participate? Through AI student community. Yes, to let you know that teachers platform is coming soon, and once it is out, you will duly be informed. Do not worry about that. Right now we are talking about how students can be part of it and how students can leverage it more. Last but not the least, there are fun activities. Like I mentioned, every Wednesday there are activities which are conducted. Even after, except for Wednesdays, there are games and there are activities links which are given on the platform. So without further ado, let me take you to the through the platform, through a platform walkthrough. So this is AI student community. You can log in by going towards the platform, or you can go to CBSE Academics website and just click on AI student community to participate. Okay, so once they are here, you can share this link with student also. Either they can go to AI student.community or they can go to CBSE Academics and click on AI student community button. But both of them will lead them over here. All they have to do is click on sign up. Once they click on sign up, there is an option given teachers is coming soon, as we already discussed, and students can directly register. Now there is no limit. If you will look at the form, there is no limit except for what class they are in. Are they in class 6 or class 12? So they can be between class 6 to 12. There is no mention that the student should be only from CBSE school, let's say, or the student should know about AI already. Nothing like that. And there is no limit, no registration limit as in how many students can register. So every student can participate. Every student. So we strongly encourage you to talk about it to all the teachers that are there so that all the students at least know about this platform. If they want to participate or not is their own choice. Okay, so this is a registration form which they have to fill in order to complete the registration. Now, coming back to the main platform, there are some resources which are offered, even which you can explore. Learning resources are there, exemplar blogs are there, through which you can see what are the different blogs which are posted by the students. A few of them are out there for you to know. Okay. Similarly, there is an intro video which can be watched. You can share the link of the intro video also with the students so that they can explore. Okay, there are no certifications directly for all the things that happen on the community, but there are situations. For example, the boot camp that we are doing, in that case, we are giving certificates to all the students who participate and one more certificate to students who successfully complete their AI project. Okay, so that is one. And there's one more question by Gina ma'am, which is how is it possible to monitor the students of our school if we are not a part of it? So it is not something which is directly meant to be monitored, but you can keep a tab on the students by talking to them directly if they are a part of it or not. Ideally, it is a platform for students which can be which is independent. So they can do whatever they want to do. They can learn as much as they want with your support. So you can guide them in making the projects. You can mentor them. You can suggest them what to do. But at the end, they will be the ones who will be driving the community. So talking about the platform, there's an about page through which you can learn more about it. There is AI projects through which you can see there are 15 projects and videos which students can explore. Now, once they have registered, they can log in. They will receive a mail to verify. Once they have verified, they can log in. Once they log in, they see this dashboard. This is nothing but different opportunities which we talked about. So they can look at it. So there are different buttons, there are different tabs. For example, there are Let's Learn section, there is event, forum, blogs, AI projects, and beyond that, this is the dashboard in which everything is there. So we can say how many events have they attended, they can keep a track of it. And then there is What's New section. So in What's New section, orientation session happened yesterday for students. Today at 4 p.m. there is a session on sustainable development goals. Challenge of the week, which is on KNN modeling, is out. Challenge of the month, which is there, is also out. You can click on it to know more. If you click on Let's Learn section, you will get to know that there are 5 videos on AI, 5 videos on Python. Each of them is having some additional resources. So additional resources are over here. Students who are excited can just click on it and learn more about it. These videos also include, if they are on Python, include notebook, which is on Google Colab, so they can code online. They do not need very high-end laptops also to do that. They can just participate in it directly. Link will be shared in the chat section. You can share it with your students and ask them that this is something really exciting and they can participate in it. It is not something which is boring. It is very exciting. Even students of AI student community talk a lot about it. We will show you what is it that happens on the platform. So this is What's New section. Then there is Continue Learning section through which they can continue watching the videos. Then there are latest events. So like I mentioned, there is something happening every day. So Challenge in the Month was released on May 31st. For June, it was released. Girls Bootcamp was released on 10th June. Challenge of the Week was released uh, on 21st, and then there are sessions. Like today, there is a session on SDGs. Then there is session on AISC Wednesdays on Wednesday. Then doubt session for challenge of the month. If they are confused, they can talk about it. And similarly, there are more sessions which are scheduled. This is the one I'm talking about. On June 28th, 4 p.m., there is an orientation session. So all the students who are interested, you can ask all of them to be a part of this. They can come over here and they can attend the session. They can learn more exactly how we are showing you. We will be showing them about the community and they can explore it. Okay, so this is how it works. There are a lot of topics you can see: AI project cycle. Even if you want to look at what has happened so far, you can go to the past events and see there was a session on decision trees, even solid waste management, blockchain, data privacy, and these are all 1.5 hour sessions, so they can easily take out time. Most of them are every day at 4 p.m., as you might have already noticed. Okay, so this is about the event section. Then moving ahead, there are even blogs which are written by students, and there are news which are shared so that students can read about what is happening latest in artificial intelligence. So these are all news curated just for them. Blogs which are published recently. So there are a lot of blogs, as you can see. Even by clicking on the blog section, you can see how many blogs are there. There are 9 blogs per page, and we have five pages wherein students are sharing about interesting topics like how can they make their own game, how can they learn about Jupyter Notebook, how can they explore the domains of AI, is artificial intelligence actually unbiased? Such topics which in which they have given their own thoughts in the form of blogs. So this can also be done. There are AI projects like we discussed, 15 projects which they can watch. They can see what are the different 15 project videos. They can explore them, they can read about them, and they can learn more about it. This is about AI projects. Talking about the forum, which is the most active part of the platform. What happens on the forum? So this is the forum, in which if you will see there are activities of last 1 minute, 25 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hour, which shows that students are very active. Okay, you will see how many posts are there, how many threads are there, which are in which students are replying also, students are just looking at it also, and they are talking about it in number of thousands and more than that. Okay, so there are discussions going on about a lot of things: AI and English, coding quiz, participate in quizzes. We even congratulated all the students because they were a part of 15K member journey. So we recently completed 15,000 members on the platform, and I'm sure a lot of your students might already be a part of it. So there are a lot of things which are getting discussed on the forum, so you can explore it. Yes, if a student is excited enough to conduct a session, Prabhat sir, they can eventually host a webinar if they want. They can put it in a mail to us, and we can revert to them. So you can see what are the different threads, what are the different sessions, and even we share the group pictures with them whenever we click them. We share it with them on the platform. Okay. So these are the forum threads. If you want, you can even explore any of them and see what is it that they are talking about. So Windows 11 was released recently, so they are discussing about that also. Even just for newcomers, whoever are joining recently. So students, they are very welcoming in nature over here. So they have started a thread in which they are saying that in last 2 weeks, we have seen a lot of students registering on the platform. So we are starting a thread just to welcome them on the forum. And they are welcoming, they are sharing, they are congratulating them to be a part of the community. and so on. There are even badges to reward them whatever they do. If they are very active on the platform, they are actively helping each other, they are replying, they are helping students, they get badges for that too. Moving ahead, there are learning resources like we discussed. So learning resources are nothing but for 6 to 8, for ninth and for 10th, there are resources. Both of them have academics and deep dive links. So if a student is excited about learning about OpenCV, they can learn about it. If they want to learn more on what is Jupyter, they can know about it and so on. Even for academics, links are there and they can click on it to know more. So this is about learning resources. So this all of it is offered to all the students, irrespective of which school they are from, which area they are from, what kind of school they are from. No restrictions. They can just participate if they are interested enough, if they are excited enough. And even to tell you one big thing, they are not just from India, they are from across the globe. So we have participation from 19 countries so far. So if you look at it over here, there are community guidelines also. So if anyone is misbehaving, can be removed from the community. And students rightly flag if there is any irrelevant post anywhere. They can follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook if they are interested. And this is about the platform. So if you have, I have one more thing to share. Talk about the journey that we have done so far. There are more than 16,000 members already registered for AI student community from across 19 countries, in which most of them are from schools which are across the world, which are CBSE schools. Beyond that, we have 66,000 visits on the community from more than 80 countries. So a lot of countries are having a look at what is the AISC, what is it that it is doing, what is it that is happening on it. More than 200 blogs have been submitted. So students who are willing are sharing their blogs, out of which 40 blogs are published on the platform, which are there out. And all the members can read about it. There is no requirement of any specific language. Anyone can participate. We talk about Python basically because it is simple to understand and it helps. And it is also recommended in AI as a subject. There are more than 400 active forum threads which are initiated by the students and they are talking over it. More than 8,000 messages are there over there. So 8,000 messages have been given by students and they are talking about it all across. So there are no prerequisites. You can just participate on it. Now we are open for the questions. So any questions that you have, any queries that you have, feel free to ask and we will be glad to answer all of them. One of them, which I'm sure a lot of you have, is about when can teachers join. So we will let you know soon. Once the platform is out, you will get to know through the CBSE notifications and in the WhatsApp groups that it is out. As of now, we request you to share it all with the students so that students are excited about it and students can leverage it as much as they can. So any questions, any queries, feel free to put it in the chat section. So we have more than 950 participants as of now. I request all of you to go back, talk to the students about the platform, just ask them to join the community once, just have a look at it for 10 minutes, and I'm sure if they are excited enough, they will never go back. Is there any fee for the students? No, it is free of cost, Rena ma'am. It is free of cost. Any student who is excited enough can participate. Link can be shared. We will share the link on the in the chat section, which you can then share to the students. It is aistudent.community, or they can go to CBSE Academics and then click on AI Student Community. There is no requirement of any basic programming. If they know, it's good. If they do not know, it does not matter. Students of any grade can participate with any knowledge, even if they are very fast or very slow, does not matter. It is a platform which is for them, and they will be the ones who will be learning at their own pace. Can teachers register themselves? Not as of now. It is coming soon for teachers. There is no WhatsApp or Telegram group, as we have forum in which all the students can register and talk to each other. Languages, students will be learning about Python only over here. Most of it is focused on Python, so that one language is there through which they can learn as much as they want. Orientation session is there on Monday. A mail will be sent to all the participants from this session, so you can register over there. And if you do not have any queries, we request you to please stay here, as we will be sharing the attendance and feedback form for you all. Benefit for students, Gaurav sir, is basically that they will be learning a lot about AI. They will be learning a lot about something which is a new technology, emerging technology, and they'll be making their own projects. So if they want to learn about something, that is a very good place. AI student community is a very good place for them. Ebooks are basically, there are no ebooks. We believe more in, uh, you can say, face-to-face communication. So we talk to them directly over webinars. For all the webinars, even if they miss, there are recordings which are available which they can explore. For teachers, you can explore the links which are there outside. Also, there are a lot of links in the learning resources. You can explore that. You can read the blogs which are available outside and explore more about the platform. Even you can go and check it out with the link given. There is no specific manual which is followed. It is a community. Anything can happen in the community. Students from 6th to 12th are suggested to join, ma'am. Students might get some certificates for specific sessions which are certified. Rest of the sessions are basically just for learning, and they have no certifications. Students can get certificate. Yes, students, Sarita ma'am, surely students will explore and share new ideas also. They will even discuss and collaborate, which is something which is already happening on the forum. Radha ma'am, right now there are many students who are a part of it, and they have been talking to each other. They have been discussing about ideas, even making their own projects, discussing about coding, discussing about new technologies which are coming out, and things like that. Yes, we are sending the link. Just uh, we're sending the link in the chat section, so you can share that link with the students and they can participate. Attendance link is also being shared in the chat section meanwhile, so you can mark your attendance. Do let us know how you feel about the community. Do you think it will help the students? And if there is any recommendations that you have that we should do, we should incorporate, so that students learning are more up leveled or upscale, please let us know that also in the forum, in the form. My name is Akshay Chawla and I am an Intel for Youth coach, sir. From where can students register? We are sharing the link in the chat section. So we are sharing the link in the chat section. You can just go there and So you can copy this link and put it across. You can share your feedback also. We are sharing the feedback form along with the attendance. It is a two-in-one form wherein you can put both of the things together. So just kindly fill the form given in the attendance, and you can let us know if you have any questions. We will be covering all of it for you all. We will surely mail you the link, which is basically nothing but link for students joining the sessions and how can they participate in it. We will be sharing the same information with them. So we request you all to please allow students to just even join that session, and we will be telling them what all can they do on the platform. Attendance link is given in the chat section. You can have a look at it. Kindly fill the form. For teachers, the community is not yet created. Once it is, we will share it with you. Do not worry, sir. Feedback form link is given in the chat section. Please fill the form. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Link will be mailed for student orientation session. Please look at your mails. As for today's, link was shared from the very same link. You will be getting emails. Every week we share emails for weekly calendars. So that also you can share it with your students if you want. Attendance link is shared in the chat section. With that, orientation link will be shared soon to all of you. We request you all to please fill the form. Attendance link is given in the chat section. Attendance and feedback are the same. Yes, if you are giving us the feedback, you are marking your attendance. Thank you so much. We're glad that you liked it. Please fill the form. Sharing the link in the chat section. Thank you so much. If you have any queries, feel free to share it with your students. You can click on this link to have a look at the community also. Thank you so much. Please encourage as many students and as many teachers as possible to join this AI student community so that students get the chance to learn as much as they want. It is a free of cost platform where they can learn, leverage their knowledge, and even move ahead to know more about AI. Students will also be given more opportunities going forward. So we request you all to please encourage as many participations as possible from your class. Thank you so much. Please register all your students in the platform. Yes, the video will be available. You can watch it later if you want. You can watch the video again. The live video will be available at the same link afterwards. You can continue watching it if you have missed anything. Thank you. Please fill the feedback forms and you can drop out. Thank you so much. You can contact us. And if you will go on the forum, you will see it, go on the AI student community, you will see in the footer there is an email ID given, the same email ID through which you got emails, aistudentcommunity.cbse@gmail.com. Any queries regarding AISC can be shared over there. Yes, students orientation session is organized on Monday, so you can ask all your students to join that, through which they will also get to know a lot. Meanwhile, they can join the platform and explore more. Link will be shared via mail. Form link is shared in the chat section. Please fill the form, which is feedback form and attendance form, through which you will be getting all the mails. You can drop us a mail if you have any queries. Do not worry. There is no certificate for today's session. Link for feedback form has been shared in the chat section. You can share the link given in the chat section with the students. Yes, Radhika ma'am, both are same. Yes, both of them are the same. There is no certifications for today's session, ma'am. The link which is shared right now, please, you can click on it. It is working. There are two links. You can use either of them. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. We are closing the meeting. Do share your valuable feedbacks, and we will see you soon. Bye bye.